Hey Mar, let's focus on the big one. My roof. My roof is on fire. No, for real though, every homeowner usually comes up with the roof question. Is my roof gonna leak? And what do you usually hear?
I hear that question often. Sometimes people will even say, I just replaced my roof last year. I don't want anything to go wrong with it. I just spent $12,000 on it. The last thing I want is it to leak because I just put solar up on it. What's the likelihood? What's the probability?
Yeah, all great, very common. We had the same concerns when we were doing our journey, and it's one of the ones that is usually quickly, talked about, right? And if homeowners still had roof leaks, they wouldn't be going solar. And solar, where does it leak on your roof is usually less than 1% of the time. It's on the older roof installations. So if you have that age, that new roof, if they just put 10,000, 12,000 into a new roof, that's actually ideal. Because now the solar panels are going to be up there for the longevity of the roof, and they're not going to have to, take them off. Again, like I said, 1% of solar usually leaks, and if your roof doesn't have that 12-year life expectancy remaining, it's one of those situations where you might heavily consider replacing the roof, or if not, just the single plane where you have an array, depending on what you're doing with your solar journey. But it would be recommended to replace that roof and have a new one to start. What else do you hear?
I also hear, well, my roof has about 10 years, 11 years left. What happens when I need to replace it in 10 or 12 years?
Yeah, this is the one that scares me the most when I speak to some people on their education, and they've actually sat with companies that told them that was free. Can you believe that?
No,
Yeah.
I've heard
So
that too.
solar remove and replace is not free. This is Mythbusters now. It is not free. A solar remove and replace industry standard is $200 to $300 per panel. So if you had 20 panels on your roof, you're adding another $4,000 to $6,000 to that roofing expense. So if you were that homeowner with only 10 years of life remaining on your roof, it might make sense for you to replace that now. There's a lot of options to do that. I mean, I know people are usually scared of that expense, and what do you usually tell them?
If somebody has 10 to 12 years worth of roof life, I give them the options, and then I tell them it needs whatever makes the most financial sense for them at this time, because they need to be ultimately comfortable with the decision.
Absolutely, and incurring that expense in the future may be more palatable than now. I mean, a lot of people with the energy costs are looking to get the savings immediately, and if you do couple that roof in there, you're getting a brand new roof, but it's likely going to be close to your utility bill today is what we usually find. So again, roofs don't typically leak. If it's old, you want to replace it. If your brand new roof is not going to void the roof warranty. And then anyone telling you that it's free, Mythbusters are here to tell you it's usually $200 to $300 per panel per acquisition. Anytime you go solar, it's $200 to $300 to remove and replace in the future. So hopefully you learned something here, and your roof is new and you're ready for solar.